In an era where distractions abound and labels define us, true wisdom often remains hidden. But what if intelligence was something you could nurture, akin to growing a garden or shaping clay into art? This guide delves into 7 everyday practices that not only sharpen your cognitive edge, but also foster personal evolution. Inspired by timeless wisdom, these habits will teach you to master concentration, ignite curiosity, and navigate life's challenges with poise. This journey isn't about competing with others. It's about exceeding your own previous limits, one habit at a time, ready to expand your mind and master your own growth. Subscribe to the Stoic Code channel and let's begin this transformative adventure together. 1. Master the art of focus. Imagine your mind as a laser, capable of slicing through the cacophony of modern life to illuminate what truly matters. In an era where our attention is constantly hijacked by notifications, emails, and the endless scroll of social media, the ability to focus deeply on one task is like unearthing a treasure in the midst of chaos. This isn't merely about ticking off tasks more efficiently. It's about reclaiming your mental space, empowering your ability to think deeply, innovate, and ultimately, to live more purposefully. By dedicating time to what's often called deep work, you're not just completing tasks, you're enhancing your brain's capacity to handle complexity. This involves setting aside sacred time where you cut off all distractions, turning your phone to silent, closing unnecessary tabs, and informing those around you of your unavailability. It's like creating a personal sanctuary where your mind can explore, solve, and create without interruption. One effective technique to cultivate this focus is the Pomodoro technique, where you work in concentrated bursts, typically 25 minutes, followed by a short break. This method trains your brain to stay engaged over short, manageable periods, gradually increasing your ability to concentrate for longer times. But focus isn't just about productivity tools, it's also about mental discipline. Here's where mindfulness or meditation comes into play, teaching you to gently redirect your mind back to the task at hand whenever it wanders, much like bringing your focus back to your breath during meditation. Each time you resist the temptation to check your phone or jump to another task, you're not just working, you're sculpting your cognitive abilities. You're teaching your brain to dive deeper, to analyze more thoroughly, and to enjoy the process of creation or problem solving. Over time, this practice doesn't just make you more efficient, it fundamentally changes how you engage with the world, making you more observant, thoughtful, and capable of seeing the beauty in the details. In a world that's increasingly noisy, your ability to focus becomes your superpower, not just for achieving more, but for living a richer, more engaged life. 2. Embrace the world through reading. Reading is not just an escape, it's a journey into the vast, unexplored territories of human thought and experience. Envision each book as a gateway to another dimension, where you can walk in the shoes of heroes, thinkers, and the everyday people of different eras and cultures. This habit transforms you from a mere observer of life into an active participant in the grand narrative of human history and imagination. By reading widely and consistently, you're doing more than acquiring knowledge. You're expanding your empathy, enhancing your imagination, and deepening your understanding of the human condition. Fiction allows you to live countless lives, exploring emotions and scenarios far beyond your own experiences, fostering a profound capacity for empathy. Non-fiction, on the other hand, arms you with the tools to navigate the real world, offering insights into science, history, psychology, or business, equipping you to solve life's puzzles. Philosophy, perhaps one of the most enriching genres, invites you into dialogues with minds that have shaped human thought for centuries. It teaches resilience, perspective, and the art of living with purpose. Each genre you delve into adds a new layer to your cognitive landscape, making you more versatile, insightful, and adaptable to life's complexities. Starting this journey doesn't require you to overhaul your schedule. Begin modestly, committing to just 10 pages a day, and watch how these small steps accumulate into vast stretches of knowledge over time. If traditional books aren't always feasible, modern technology offers alternatives like audiobooks, which transform your commute or workout into a session of learning and exploration. Platforms like Audible or even YouTube can be your libraries, making thousands of books accessible at your fingertips. Moreover, embracing book summaries through apps like Blinkist or Shortform can distill the essence of books into digestible 15-minute sessions, perfect for those days when time is scarce, but the hunger for knowledge persists. The key is consistency and curiosity. Challenge yourself to venture beyond your usual genres. If you're a fan of self-help, try a classic novel, or if you're steeped in fiction, explore a biography, or delve into scientific literature. Reading isn't just a hobby, it's a form of self-improvement, a conversation with the great minds of history, a window into different worlds, and a mirror reflecting your own. Each book you read shapes you, influences your decisions, and colors your understanding of life. So, pick up a book, not to pass time, but to enrich your mind, ensuring that with every page, you're not just reading, you're growing. 3. Reflect to grow. Imagine reflection as the art of turning the raw ore of daily experiences into the gold of wisdom. Without this pivotal habit, life's lessons slip through our fingers like sand, leaving us cycling through the same patterns without growth or change. Reflection is not merely looking back, it's about transforming every moment into a stepping stone towards greater self-awareness and personal evolution. In our fast-paced, distraction-filled lives, days can blur into each other, leaving us on autopilot, reacting rather than responding with intention. Reflection breaks this cycle, offering a moment to pause, to analyze, and to learn from the tapestry of our daily interactions, successes, and failures. It's akin to a daily debrief with yourself, where you become both the student and the teacher. One of the most powerful tools for reflection is journaling. By putting pen to paper at the end of the day, you're forced to slow down the whirlwind of thoughts and experiences, dissecting them for meaning. It can be as simple as asking 3 questions. What did I learn today? What challenged me? What am I grateful for? These queries open a door to self-awareness, helping you see not just what happened, but why it matters, how it shapes you, and what you can do with this knowledge moving forward. If writing isn't your medium, meditation provides another path to reflection. Spending just 10 minutes in quiet contemplation, focusing on your breath, or simply observing your thoughts can illuminate your inner world. Meditation here isn't about emptying your mind, but about observing it, much like watching clouds pass in the sky. This practice cultivates a space where you can see your day's events from a vantage point of calm, allowing you to respond to life's challenges with intention rather than react impulsively. The key to making reflection a part of your life is consistency. You don't need fancy journals or meditation cushions. Even a few minutes of quiet contemplation can serve as your reflective practice. Over time, this habit will reveal patterns in your behavior and life, empowering you to make smarter decisions, to realign with your values, and to truly evolve. As you reflect, you're not just reviewing your day, you're actively building your future self, one insight at a time. This practice turns the everyday into wisdom, ensuring that no experience, good or bad, is wasted, but is instead used to forge a more thoughtful, resilient, and wise version of yourself. 4th step out of your comfort zone. Growth is not just found in comfort. It thrives in the wild, untamed territories beyond our usual boundaries. Picture your comfort zone as a cozy, well-trodden path where every step feels safe and predictable. But true growth begins where this path ends, in the vast, thrilling wilderness where every step is an adventure, where every misstep teaches, and every success is hard-earned. Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't about reckless endangerment, but about embracing the unknown with curiosity and courage. This act of venturing into new experiences, whether it's learning a new skill, engaging in a challenging conversation, or simply trying something that makes you nervous, is where real transformation happens. It's in these moments that your brain is forced to adapt, rewire, and grow through a process known as neuroplasticity. Each new challenge you accept is like exercising your mental muscles, making you smarter, more adaptable, and more resilient. Think back to times in your life when you've grown the most. These were likely not during periods of ease, but during those when you were stretched beyond what you thought possible. Maybe it was the first time you spoke in public despite your fears, or when you picked up a hobby you were initially terrible at, only to find joy and competence in it later. These experiences, while uncomfortable at first, teach you that you're capable of far more than you might have believed. To practically challenge your comfort zone, start small. Identify one thing each week that scares you a little. It doesn't need to be earth-shattering. Small, consistent actions lead to profound change. If public speaking is daunting, begin by speaking up in a small group or sharing an idea in a meeting. If you've been avoiding a difficult conversation, commit to initiating it by preparing what you want to say. Learning something new is another powerful way to push your boundaries. Whether it's signing up for a dance class, starting to learn a language, or tackling a subject you've always found intimidating, these acts build not just skills, but also confidence in your ability to grow. They teach you to embrace failure as a part of the learning process, encouraging perseverance and adaptability. The goal isn't to conquer every fear overnight, but to cultivate a habit of leaning into discomfort. As you do, you'll find that your comfort zone expands, what once seemed intimidating becomes familiar, and you're equipped to handle life's unknowns with increasing grace. Challenging your comfort zone is one of the most potent ways to grow your mind and character, proving to yourself that obstacles are not just barriers, but opportunities for growth. Each small step you take into the unknown broadens your world, strengthens your mind, and enriches your life. 5. Never stop learning. Lifelong learning is the philosophy that your education doesn't end with school or a degree. It's an ongoing journey of curiosity, discovery, and personal evolution. Imagine yourself as an explorer, not of lands, but of ideas, skills, and cultures, with the world as your classroom. In this ever-evolving landscape of human knowledge, the truly intelligent are not those who know everything, but those who are humble enough to acknowledge they don't, and eager to learn more. This mindset is about more than just acquiring information. It's about maintaining a beginner's attitude, where curiosity trumps complacency, and every question leads to a new adventure. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace, and lifelong learning ensures you're not just keeping up, but thriving in this dynamic environment. It's about recognizing that there's always something new to learn, whether it's about technology, art, science, or the human psyche. The beauty of lifelong learning in the modern era is the accessibility of knowledge. Platforms like YouTube, Coursera, or Khan Academy offer treasure troves of free or affordable education on virtually any subject you can imagine. Online courses provide the flexibility to learn at your own pace about anything from coding to philosophy, painting to physics. Podcasts have become the modern-day book clubs, where listening to experts discuss their fields can spark inspiration and expand your thinking during commutes or workouts. Moreover, embracing lifelong learning means stepping out of your intellectual comfort zone. If you're naturally inclined towards one subject, challenge yourself with something different. If you're a tech enthusiast, perhaps explore literature or history. If you're adept in practical skills, dive into abstract thinking through philosophy or art. This diversity in learning not only broadens your knowledge, but also connects dots across disciplines, enhancing your problem-solving skills and creativity. The practice of lifelong learning isn't just about intellectual growth. It's a commitment to humility. It means admitting there's always more to learn, no matter your accomplishments. This attitude aligns perfectly with the philosophies of thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, who valued truth over ego, always open to being corrected if it meant advancing his understanding. By adopting lifelong learning, you ensure your mind remains vibrant, adaptable, and engaged with the world around you. This habit doesn't just make you smarter, it keeps you relevant, innovative, and perpetually growing. Every new piece of knowledge or skill you acquire is a step towards becoming not just knowledgeable, but wise, ensuring that your journey through life is one of continuous, exciting discovery. 6. Cultivate emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the silent conductor of our social symphony, orchestrating how we perceive, understand, and manage emotions, both our own and those of others. Imagine a world where your intelligence is not only measured by your IQ, but by your ability to navigate the complex landscapes of human feelings and relationships. This isn't just about being good with people, it's about being adept at understanding the invisible threads that connect us all. At its core, emotional intelligence is composed of self-awareness, empathy, and effective communication. Self-awareness is knowing your emotional landscape, recognizing what triggers your feelings, and understanding how these emotions influence your behavior. Empathy extends this awareness outward, allowing you to step into someone else's shoes, see from their perspective, and connect with their feelings without judgment. Communication, then, becomes the bridge that links these insights, enabling you to express your emotions clearly, listen actively, and build trust. The practice of cultivating EQ begins with self-awareness. Start by observing your emotions throughout the day. When you feel joy, anger, or sadness, ask yourself why. This awareness helps you manage your reactions instead of being controlled by them. Empathy can be developed through active listening, where you give someone your full attention, not just to their words, but to the emotions behind them. Practice asking questions that show you're trying to understand, rather than just respond. In moments of high emotion, practicing a pause can be transformative. Before you react, take a breath, count to 3, or remove yourself momentarily if possible. This pause gives you space to choose your response rather than being led by your immediate emotional impulse. Journaling can also deepen your EQ by reflecting on emotional experiences, understanding patterns, and considering alternative reactions. Emotional intelligence isn't just about improving relationships. It's about improving yourself. It allows you to connect deeply with others, understand their struggles, and communicate in ways that foster respect and trust. In a world where technical skills are plentiful, EQ is what sets you apart, making you not just smarter, but more human, more capable of leading, loving, and living a fulfilled life. 7. Prioritize your physical health. Your body is the vessel for your mind, and neglecting it is akin to trying to run a marathon with a flat tire. The health of your physical self directly impacts your cognitive abilities, from memory and concentration to creativity and emotional stability. Imagine your brain as a high-performance engine. It needs the right fuel, regular maintenance, and adequate rest to run at its best. Physical health encompasses diet, exercise, and sleep, each playing a critical role in cognitive function. A diet rich in nutrients supports brain health, providing the energy and materials needed for neural activity and growth. Processed foods and high sugar intake, however, can dull your thinking, leading to energy crashes and cognitive fog. Exercise boosts blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new neurons and enhancing mood through the release of endorphins. Meanwhile, sleep is when your brain consolidates learning, clears toxins, and rejuvenates for the next day. To prioritize your physical health, start with what you eat. Incorporate more whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats into your diet. Think of each meal as an opportunity to nourish your brain as well as your body. Regular physical activity doesn't have to mean hours at the gym. Even daily walks can significantly benefit your mind and body. And for sleep, establish a routine that cues your body. It's time to rest, away from screens, and in an environment conducive to sleep. Prioritizing physical health isn't about achieving a perfect body. It's about creating a foundation for a sharp, agile mind. Each step you take towards better health is a step towards greater intelligence, ensuring that your physical well-being supports your intellectual pursuits and personal growth at every turn. The journey towards becoming smarter, more insightful, and ultimately a better version of oneself isn't found in quick fixes or sheer intellect alone. It's woven through the fabric of daily habits, each one a thread in the tapestry of personal growth. From mastering focus to embracing lifelong learning, from stepping out of comfort zones to cultivating emotional intelligence, and from reflecting on our experiences to prioritizing physical health, these habits are not just strategies for cognitive enhancement. They are paths to living a fuller, richer life. This guide does not promise instant transformation, but offers a map for continuous, sustainable growth. Each habit, when practiced consistently, builds upon the others, creating a synergistic effect that can lead to profound changes in how you think, feel, and interact with the world. Intelligence, in this context, becomes something dynamic, something you cultivate like a garden, where the fruits of your labor are wisdom, resilience, and a deep connection with both yourself and others. In embracing these practices, you're not just aiming to be smarter, you're aspiring to live more intentionally, to navigate life's challenges with grace, and to enrich every moment with purpose and curiosity. So, as you embark on this journey, remember, it's not about surpassing others, but about outgrowing your previous self, habit by habit, day by day. Let these habits be your guide to a life of continuous learning, deep understanding, and meaningful growth.